Democratic presidential frontrunner Hillary Clinton will be unveiling her counterterrorism strategy in a speech at the University of Minnesota tomorrow.
That speech was added to her schedule late last week. It comes in the aftermath of the terror attack in San Bernardino and a firestorm over Republican frontrunner Donald Trump's remarks to ban Muslims from entering the country. With polls showing terrorism is now the #1 issue on Americans' minds, the stakes are high for the Clinton campaign. Here's that.
In the aftermath of the attack in San Bernardino, polls show fears of a terror attack are at the highest since 9/11.
Potentially, this is a defining speech for her presidential campaign.
Professor David Schultz, who has just co-written a book on presidential politics, says Hillary Clinton's speech needs to be a delicate balancing act.
How she navigates these different conflicts in terms of civil liberties, immigration, distancing herself from Obama and while embracing him and dealing with Trump. All these things come together in the speech.
Clinton was quick to condemn Donald Trump's remarks that Muslims should be barred from entering the country.
It's not only shameful, it's dangerous.
But new polls show Trump widening his lead in the aftermath of those statements.
She has to deal with the fear factor.
Schultz says it's no coincidence that Clinton is making the speech here. Minnesota remains a top state for terror recruiting. Just last week, another young Minnesotan was arrested and charged with trying to join ISIS, and his friend was charged with threatening to kill FBI agents.
Her giving the speech here is an effort to try to sort of say, here's where I stand on the issue of terrorism and ISIS, but at the same time trying to do it in a place where she can potentially also address some of the concerns in terms of civil liberties and immigration issues.
Now, Clinton is expected to be joined at that speech by a number of prominent members of Minnesota's Somali American community. However, Minnesota's most high-profile Muslim politician, Congressman Keith Ellison, will not be there. His office says he has to be in Washington for votes. He also has endorsed Clinton's opponent, Bernie Sanders.
Right. Esme, speech and then out of town, or does she make other campaign appearances while she's here?
No, Frank, she actually, right after the speech, she'll be attending a fundraiser at the North Loop night spot, The Muse. That fundraiser will feature Garrison Keillor, The Steels, and Michael Bolton. That fundraiser has been on her schedule for a long time. The speech, though, again, was just added.
All right. We'll cover it, of course. Esme, thank you.